Well, welcome everybody to the first of 3 webinars tonight. My name is Todd Smith. I get to be the presenter tonight. Very privileged to be with you. And many of you might have been able to join us on the conference call we just had dealing with healthy pregnancy and delivery. It was a great conference call. My partner Blake Graham was there and answered all sorts of questions, did a fantastic job. And hopefully he'll be able to join us again tonight and help answer some questions as we go along. I get to go through this product presentation with you. It'll take about 30 minutes to go through the presentation, and then we'll open it up to questions. So if there's any questions you don't get answered as we go, yeah, Blake's just saying he's on, so he's available. So you can go ahead and use that chat line down there to chat in any questions you have or comments, or share your positive experiences with each other as we go along. And then Blake will be able to help you. There's also a number of other very, very experienced and knowledgeable people on with us. And so welcome to all of you. We've got a great group and excited to share with you. But what I want to do first is extend a very warm welcome to all of our first visitors, all of our guests, and they're here for the first time or brand new, and we want you to feel welcome and a part of the group. Please go ahead and chat in and introduce yourself. Say, hey, I'm here for the first time. I'm brand new. I've only been in for so many days or weeks or however long it is, and let us introduce ourselves to you. So use that chat service to do that. We want you to know that Youngevity is a family environment, and we're all here to help each other succeed. Okay, well, a little background on me. I have been with Dr. Wallach and his program now, sharing this message of health with people for over 15 years. This October will be 16 years, and very, very excited to share this message. In fact, it is just as fun or more enjoyable now to share this message than it was even when I got started. We are seeing such great results from a health standpoint. We are turning people's health around, and we're doing it by giving the body just the essential things that it needs. And we'll learn more about that as we go along. I was first introduced to this by my parents. They had had such great results health-wise. I was looking for a way to support the family because my wife and I just had triplets. I was still in school, and I needed a way to support the family because I had to quit my job in order to help out with these 3 premature babies. And my dad mentioned to me about all the benefits that they had found using Dr. Wallach's program. He said, Todd, your mom and I have tried everything that's out there. This is the only thing that's really worked for us. He says, and this stuff is the real deal. He said, if you can find a way to link yourself up with it, he says, I have no idea how you do it. We're just customers. But he said, if you can find a way to be a part of it, he said, go talk to the people we get it from, because he said this stuff is for real. And that was, like I say, almost 16 years ago, and been with them ever since. And it's been a wonderful journey, and I'm excited to share this message with you tonight. So let's jump in, okay? Let's talk first about our founder and the author of Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Dr. Joel Wallach, who is both a veterinarian as well as a physician. He's published over 75 articles in scientific and medical journals. He has defeated the FDA 7 times in court. Youngevity, his company, is the only nutritional company to receive FDA-authorized health claims. And Youngevity was founded to improve both the physical and financial health of people throughout the world. As Dan Graham says there on the screen, people need what we have, and they aren't getting it anywhere else. Dr. Wallach was the lead scientist in a 13-year government study on health in animals and people. In fact, in the course of that study, Dr. Wallach performed over 20,000 autopsies, 17,500 autopsies on over 450 different animal species, 3,000 humans for comparison. And out of that came that textbook you see on the screen there, The Diseases of Exotic Animals. That textbook has been used by every veterinary school in the nation for decades, and now holds a prestigious spot of being a national treasure at the United States Smithsonian. The research that went into that textbook and the application of that information doubled the lifespan of animals and eliminated over 900 diseases in the animal world that are still plaguing humans. And so what Dr. Wallach discovered at that point is he said, wow, he says, this has worked so well in animals. He says, we could do the same thing in people. Well, nobody jumped on it, so he went back to school, became a naturopathic physician, and has been using these animal strategies in his human patients now for close to 4 decades. And what he tells us is that the same strategies that work in animals work like a charm in people. being both a veterinarian as well as a physician, he's a DVM and an ND, a naturopathic doctor, and so he understands the prevention side of it, but he also understands the treatment. The difference is he doesn't use the traditional MD treatments of surgeries and drugs. Wherever possible, he uses nutritional aspects. He uses things that won't harm us, and he's very open to these other strategies. And as a result, he follows the same types of treatment programs that would be used in the agricultural world, and we have fantastic results. The underlying premise is that every living vertebrae has a requirement of essential nutrients. And for vertebrates, it's 90 nutrients. These are nutrients that our bodies cannot make, so we have to eat them, we have to consume them. Okay, and if we don't get them, they're directly tied to a deficiency disease. And so what are these 90 nutrients? Well, there's 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 to 3 fatty acids. And as Dr. Wallach says, or Doc as we affectionately call him, he says it's all about results. Give your body what it needs and it will do amazing things. So how do we get all 90 nutrients? Well, we've got two main packages where when we have all the nutrients. One is the Healthy Start Pack. That's our most popular package. We sell those like hotcakes, and it's a combination of 3 bottles. So you've got your multivitamin drink, right? The Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You've got your essential fatty acids, and you have your bone builder in a bottle, or Osteo FX Plus. Those 3 bottles make up the Healthy Start Pack, and we take that on a daily basis. It's called 90 for life because if you want to be alive, you need it so you can live a long life, and also you need it for your entire life. If budget is an issue, there is another package called the Classic Basic 90. Now this doesn't have everything in it that the Healthy Start Pack has, because the Healthy Start Pack not only has the 90 nutrients but hundreds more, including 115 fruits and vegetable extracts, okay? But the Classic Basic 90 is a great package, especially if someone's on a budget and they're just focused on getting the 90 for Life program. Not only are they great products, but they're a great value. You can go down to a health food store and pick up all sorts of powders and capsules and liquids and everything to try and equate the same thing you get in just one bottle of Dr. Wallach's formula. What Dr. Wallach has done is, in addition to his 90 for Life program, he has found unique ways to get nutrition into people. He has found healthy alternatives, for example, healthy chocolate, right? Who doesn't want chocolate? This little piece of chocolate that you see right there, that piece of chocolate has the nutritional value, antioxidant value, of 23 bowls of vegetables. Now, I have 7 daughters, okay? So you could imagine it would be a little more difficult for me to get them to eat 23 bowls of vegetables. I have no problem getting my girls to eat a piece of chocolate. The other thing you see up there is weight management. Okay, everybody's on a weight loss kick, but what if you could lose weight in a healthy fashion and keep it off? And you do it through nutrition because your body's satisfied and you don't crave things anymore. That's what that program is based on. It's a great program. How about energy drinks? Everyone's reaching for energy. Well, what if there was a healthy nutritional energy drink? Something that comes in just a little packet, right? That you can pour in your water bottle and drink. Well, the Rebound is an example of one. We've got numerous ones. The Body Trim is another one. And how about healthy coffee? Okay, second most consumed beverage in the world, second only to water. And what Dr. Wallach has done is he's found creative ways to put the nutrition in your cup of coffee. So you've got antioxidants, immune boosters, vitamins, minerals, weight loss products, all of that are available actually in your gourmet coffee. So these are just to give you an idea of what Dr. Wallach has done. He's actually got over 500 products in his product line. The core of the product line, of course, is still the 90 for Life. That's where we start everybody. That is the core and what we sell the most of. But all the other products are what we would call petals or add-ons to the 90 for Life program. And in some cases, the products are special needs products. They're products that help with a specific concern, health concern, or a specific need. In fact, I'll show you a few of them. But those are the petals. For example, if someone has blood sugar issues, then to the 90 for Life program, Dr. Wallach would add a product called Sweet Ease. These are extra nutrients and cofactors necessary to help balance blood sugar. Okay, and we'll talk more about that later. So that's an example of a petal. How about Sleep Ease? Okay, if someone's having trouble sleeping, that can be added to the 90 for Life program. This is one of my favorites called CM Cream, okay, and my kids call it the Magic Cream, but it's a natural anti-inflammatory pain-relieving cream. You rub it on 8 to 10 minutes, pain, stiffness, swelling, inflammation goes away, and it does it all naturally. And my kids, like I say, call it magic cream. They use it for everything: sore muscles, sore joints, sore bones, bruising. They put it on their sinuses for sinus infection, in their ears for ear infections, on their neck for stress or for massage or for backache. Rub it into your back, rub it into your temples if you're having a migraine. I mean, it's wonderful, wonderful stuff. That's just another example. How about a non-alcohol, so it's an alcohol-free hand sanitizer. Doesn't dry out, doesn't stink, just foams and moisturizes your hands while it cleans them. Fantastic thing. Okay, these are just add-ons. How about nutrition for your pets? Okay, the Arthrodex. You just sprinkle it on their food, so you already get them the regular food, but then you supplement it by sprinkling the Arthrodex on there. What else do we have? Enzymes for digestion. We'll talk more about those. Memory FX to increase the synapse in the brain. Killer Biotic to boost the immune system. ProstFX for the prostate. Selenium for extra help with cancer fighting and antioxidant properties. I mean, the list goes on and on. How about Summer Sweet? Inulin and stevia sweetener. Instead of using sugar, doesn't affect your blood sugar. Tastes great. My kids think it's actually sugar. There's all of these. Protein shakes, liver cleanses, gallbladder cleanse. I mean, the list goes on and on. Chocolate. Folks, this product line is vast, and there's all sorts of products in it, but again, the core is the 90 for Life. And what happens is when people experience the difference that 90 for Life makes in their life, then they say, man, I wonder what else he's got. And that's when they go and experiment in the petals and the other products that Dr. Wallach has put together for us. Though the question that comes up oftentimes after people listen to this message, if you've heard, I don't know if you've heard Dead Doctors Don't Lie, right? It comes in this little sleeve here. Okay, but Dead Doctors Don't Lie, this CD, after you've heard that message, the question comes after that is, well, what products do I need to take for my health concern? Okay, I understand I need the 90 essential nutrients, but what are the special needs products that I need for my concern? Well, to make that easier for us, what they've done is they've actually categorized 80% of the illnesses that we encounter into 4 categories. And so if we can identify which category the person's disease is in, then we can tell them which package of products they need. And in fact, I got to reach over and grab this brochure. Sorry if I got a little close on that, okay? But in this 90 for Life brochure that you see on the screen, there's actually a column, if I can open it up here and show you, a column where all 4 of the disease categories are listed. So all the diseases are here, and then the name of the category. And all the diseases are in this one, and the name of the category, and so forth, down with 4 categories. And then on the other side are the 4 product packages that correlate to those categories. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through these 4 categories of disease, and just know that if you have that brochure as well as that CD called Healing is Easy, all of this type of thing is explained in greater detail. All right, so let's go with the first category, blood sugar imbalances. There's a whole bunch of diseases or illnesses that would fall into this category. Things like ADD, ADHD, hyperactivity, adrenal failure, anxiety, bedwetting, bipolar disorder, cardiovascular disease, depression, diabetes, dizziness, excessive thirst, sweating or urination, elevated cholesterol and triglycerides, fainting spells, fatigue, hyperactivity, hypoglycemia, infertility, learning disabilities, memory loss, migraine headaches, moodiness, narcolepsy, night sweats, obesity, and peripheral neuropathy. These are all health concerns that Dr. Wallach has categorized into category number 1. And in order to understand this category of blood sugar imbalances, we have to understand what's going on. Now, see that graphic there? That's pretty complex. And I've actually heard Dr. Wallach explain this whole process. I can't do that, okay? I don't have the training or experience or knowledge to do that. But I do understand that there are literally hundreds of different chemical processes, chemical activities that have to happen in order for the body to balance blood sugar. And in order for that to happen, there's over 23 necessary nutrients. These are cofactor nutrients and main nutrients that the body has to have in order to do its job in balancing our blood sugar. So what do we do if we are struggling with blood sugar issues? Well, Dr. Wallach has put together the Healthy Blood Sugar Pack. This package is designed to help support and promote healthy blood sugar levels. And all those health concerns that we talked about in that category are benefited as well when we get our blood sugar in balance. Okay? So what does Dr. Wallach recommend? Well, it's this package, the Healthy Blood Sugar Pack, starts with that 3-bottle package, the Healthy Start Pack, because everyone needs that. Then we add to it the secret sauce, as Dr. Wallach calls it, for blood sugar, which is the bottle I showed you earlier called Sweet Ease. So it's the main package plus the secret sauce, or the Sweet Ease, that helps with blood sugar levels. Okay? That's category number one. Category number two, calcium deficiencies. Now, it's not just calcium. We call it that as a title, but it's all the cofactors that go along with calcium. I'll show you in a minute. But the health concerns that are often related to calcium deficiencies include ankylosing spondylitis, arthritis, back pain, Bell's palsy, bone spurs, bone fractures, brittle nails, calcium deposits, cartilage and ligament damage, cognitive impairment, depression, Dowager's hump, elevated blood calcium, high and low blood pressure, hyperparathyroidism, insomnia, irritability, joint pain, kidney stones, muscle cramps, spasms, twitches, nervousness, osteofibrosis, osteoporosis, panic attacks, PMS, prolonged clotting time, receding gums, restless leg syndrome, retarded growth, sciatica, tetany, tinnitus, tooth decay, trigeminal neuralgia, and vertigo. These are all health concerns that would be linked to calcium and cofactor deficiency. See, again, we have to understand that this is not just bones, but it's bones, cartilage, ligaments, muscles, and all other tissue degeneration, inflammation that occurs when we are breaking down and not having these nutrients. There's over 60 nutrients needed for our bones alone. Things like magnesium, vitamin D, chondroitin, glucosamine, strontium, boron, the list goes on and on, okay? These are nutrients that are necessary in order to maintain bones, connective tissue, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, all of that type of material. So what does Dr. Wallach recommend if we are struggling in this category? We have a health concern in this category. He recommends the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. This package is designed to help support and promote healthy bones, joints, connective tissue, and everything else that we talked about before. Okay, now what is this package? Well, again, if you look at the screen, you'll see we start with the Healthy Start Pack, and then there's two products added to it. One of them is the cofactors for building joints called Glucogel. Okay, that's the Ultimate Glucogel. And then, do you remember that magic cream I was talking about, the CM cream? Okay, that's also added to it. And then CM cream's added, one, to decrease the pain and inflammation, but two is that it triggers the healing response. So you can encourage the body to increase circulation in that area and therefore send nutrients into that area and cause it to heal faster. So that's the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. It's the Healthy Start Pack plus those two bottles. You can buy everything in this individually if you want, but if you buy them as a package, you will save some money. Okay, category number 3, digestive disorders. Okay, the health concerns that are related to digestion include acid reflux, allergies, athlete's foot, belching, bloating, bowel gas, celiac disease, constipation, Crohn's disease, dermatitis, diarrhea, diverticulitis, food sensitivities, heartburn, hiatal hernia, indigestion, irritable bowel, jock itch, leaky gut, seasonal allergies, stomach and intestinal pain, thrush, ulcerative colitis, and yeast infections. Now, these are all diseases that are easily categorized into and directly linked to digestive disorders. However, I want to emphasize the fact that this category could actually be the cause of calcium deficiencies. It could be the cause of blood sugar problems. It could be the cause of the next category, which is the essential fats and cholesterol deficiencies. So, and the reason I say that is because we have to understand we aren't necessarily what we eat, we are what we absorb. And if our body's digestive system is impaired or compromised, we are not going to absorb the nutrients that we need, okay? As it says on the screen, stomach acid is required in order to break down absorption in the intestines. Stomach acid, enzymes, pancreatic acid, all of bile, all of these things are necessary. Digestive juices, if you will, are necessary in order to break that food down. If we're not acidic enough in the stomach and we have weak stomach acid, we're going to develop bacteria in the stomach and bloating and belching, and it's going to irritate the intestines. Undigested food is going to go down there and irritate, and actually if the villi become compromised, you can get undigested food passing through the intestinal wall. We call that leaky gut. And then you develop allergies and sensitivities and all sorts of problems, okay? And if the intestines are inflamed, you're not going to absorb your nutrients. So that can be the cause of all sorts of health concerns. So oftentimes if we hear somebody that has health conditions in more than one category, these 4 categories, they're in multiples of them, then we know generally we've got to address digestion as well, because somehow, some way, they are missing the absorption of these nutrients. We have to clean up the diet, but we also have to focus on digestion. So To help support and promote healthy digestion, Dr. Wallach recommends the Healthy Digestion Pack. Well, again, what is this package? Starts with the Healthy Start Pack, and then he has 2 products he adds to it. If I can find them here. One is the Ultimate Enzymes. Okay, these are capsules you take 10 minutes before you eat. They have the hydrochloric acid, they have the ox bile, they have the enzymes, everything in the capsule. So if your body's not producing the right amount of acid or enzymes or any of those things, you get it from the capsules. And then second is a product called Flora FX, and this is the healthy natural probiotics that you take right before bed. 4 of them right before you go to bed, and that allows those probiotics to get all the way down into the colon, and they'll push out any of the harmful or bad bacteria that might be thriving down there. So to support healthy digestion, we've got the Healthy Digestion Pack, which is the Healthy Start Pack plus the enzymes plus the Flora. Again, you can buy everything individually if you'd like, but if you buy them in a package like the Healthy Digestion Pack, you'll save a few dollars. Okay, last category for tonight. This is the EFA, or essential fats, and cholesterol deficiency category. And there's lots of disease states that fall into this category. Things like acne, Lou Gehrig's disease, alopecia, Alzheimer's, asthma, blood clots, deep vein thrombosis, brittle hair, cardiovascular disease, cracked heels, cravings for fried foods, dementia, dermatitis, extended menopause, eczema, fibromyalgia, gallstones, growth retardation, infertility, low libido, erectile dysfunction, low sperm count, miscarriage, multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, PMS, psoriasis, kidney dysfunction, split cuticles and heels. These are all examples of disease states tied closely to deficiency of these fats and cholesterol. Okay, and what do we need to know to understand? We need to understand that every cell membrane in our body is made up of these liquid fats, and they're made up of these cholesterols. In fact, every nerve in our body has a coating on it, an insulation called myelin, which is made up of cholesterol. Our brain is by weight over 80% cholesterol. Okay, so in order for our body to have healthy membranes on every cell we have, especially things, soft tissues like our skin and all our muscles and things like that, and also our eyes are extremely in need of essential fatty acids to stay moist. Our nerves, okay, have a requirement in order to maintain that insulation between the wires, between the nerves. Our brains, we start to lose our brains and our mental function when we don't get enough cholesterol and essential fats. So they require large amounts of EFAs and other cofactors, including cholesterol from eggs, selenium, and antioxidants. Inadequate amounts of these will cause these tissues to break down and malfunction. So to help support and promote healthy brain, cardiovascular function, healthy skin, and soft tissue, Dr. Wallach recommends the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. Start again with the Healthy Start Pack. Add to it essential fatty acids, some extra ones, because there's already some in there. This is an extra bottle of essential fatty acids. I've got one here somewhere, okay? And a bottle of selenium. We talked about that a second ago, okay? Some selenium capsules. These are the cofactors and nutrients that are necessary in order to support and promote healthy brain, cardiovascular, and skin function. Okay, that's our 4 categories. If the concern you have is outside of these 4 categories, then you need to start with the Healthy Start Pack and then get on the phone with Dr. Wallach or get on this webinar and ask some questions, get it with an upline. Find somebody who can get your questions answered because, again, these 4 categories take care of 80%, but we still have 20% of the people who have some rare concern or disease that we need to get more specific advice for. So start with your pack. Everyone needs the 90 nutrients, so start with the Healthy Start, then get with your upline or call Dr. Wallach. You see his radio show times and numbers are on the screen there. Write those down. They're also in your brochure. If you've got this brochure, hopefully the person who got John got it for you. Right here at the bottom of the brochure is the times and phone numbers, so you can call in to Dr. Wallach's radio show and get your questions answered. Here's some basic do's and don'ts. Dr. Wallach says, do consume natural whole foods and green leafy vegetables. Consume high antioxidant auric foods and high protein meals and snacks, and drink plenty of purified water. Here's the don'ts. Avoid margarine at all costs. Use and cook with butter instead. Avoid carbonated drinks at mealtimes. Avoid fried foods with vegetable oils. Avoid processed meats because they contain nitrites and nitrates in them. Avoid processed sugars and avoid pesticides and pollution. make sure that you're taking your products with your meals, okay? These nutrients are best absorbed when you have food in your stomach. That's when you have the highest level of acid, the highest amount of enzymes, the production of bile, and so forth, okay? So you're trying to trick your body into thinking your food is healthy. Make sure you're taking the proper amount, okay? These products are dosed on body weight. It's not like, the adult size and child size, okay? That doesn't always work. Some children are bigger than adults, all right? It's based on body weight, just like in the agricultural industry. The larger the animal, the greater the nutritional requirement. And that's one of the key differences between us and why we see such great results. Third thing is make sure you're absorbing. You should be noticing some difference, okay? Should be sleeping better, having more energy, something like that. And within 90 days, you should notice a significant measurable improvement that you notice from a before and after. And so if you're not seeing results, it means you're either not taking enough or you're not absorbing. And that's what pushes us back to that digestion category. We might need to add enzymes and flora to what you're taking in order to make sure you have the right digestion going on. Now, this is just a shameless plug to let you know why I joined this company. I didn't have any health concerns. I was 26 years old, but I joined because I had triplets and I had to quit my job because they came premature, and I needed to support my family. Well, I'm just going to tell you there's lots of wonderful things about Youngevity, but I'm just going to mention 3 things that I feel set us apart from everything else that's out there. One of them is the 90 for Life story. Okay, nobody has these products. Nobody has this story of 90 essential nutrients. Nobody has a program like Dr. Wallach has put together where we reverse diseases and see such amazing results on a daily basis. So that 90 for Life program, nobody else has it. Nobody has these products, these formulas, and nobody sees the results that we see. The second thing is that we have a very powerful marketing tool. It's this CD titled Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Okay, this CD message changes lives, and that was actually the thing that got me excited, is because when I first heard this and my parents told me about it, I said, well, that's great, but I couldn't do it. Who's going to listen to me? I have no health concerns, I have no experience, I have no training, 26 years old, I'm a young student, and it was when I heard that CD that a light went on for me. I said, wow, I got to get on this stuff. And then I said, hold on a second, you're flat broke and you're going to go spend money you don't have on vitamins. Well, I realized the power was in that CD. I became convinced that I needed nutrition, and my 3 brand new babies needed nutrition, and my wife needed nutrition. And it wasn't because my parents had told me. It wasn't because they had told me they were going to be fantastic. It was because I heard Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Well, nobody has that marketing tool. There's a reason why it sold 150 million copies, and we have it. We also have the pharmacy discount cards, okay, that little business card on steroids. My business card details are on a card, and the other side of the card, I just give my card to somebody, and they can show that at a pharmacy and save up to 85% off their prescriptions instantly. Well, then I can get them to take that money they save and put it into the nutrition for their health, okay? So these are some marketing tools that nobody else has. Nobody has a CD health lecture that sold 150 million copies, and nobody has a business card that saves people money on their prescriptions like we do. Lastly, when I joined just because I needed to make some money, right? I had no idea that this would be a long-term thing for me. In fact, I thought I'll just do this until I get, through the challenge right now, and when I get graduated, I'll go get a real job. I just need to pay for the infant formula and the diapers because of the 3 babies. Well, I've come to find out what happens is people experience the difference of 90 for Life, and they don't ever want to go away from it. They don't ever want to go without. And so they become long-term customers. And as a result, as a company, we have the highest customer retention in the industry, and our customers consume 3 times the industry average. Well, why would they do that if it wasn't because of the results? And so that creates an opportunity where you can work for a time and get paid on that effort over and over. As an example, there are people I talked to clear back in 1996 who have been ordering and receiving and consuming the products every day, every week, every month, for almost 16 years now, and that is very, very unique. So what makes us unique? Our formulas, the 90 for Life, our tool, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the business card, and 3, the fact that once you find somebody who listens to the message and likes it and tries it, they stick with you for a very, very long time. All right. There's lots of ways to join us, okay? But the most important thing that I have for this presentation is I want you to get the information you're after. Hopefully you've got the questions answered that you've chatted them in. If you have any other questions, now's the time. Chat them in before we've got, 14 minutes left that we could answer any questions you might have. And also, I want you to know there's a lot of information in CDs, okay? If you go to a website, let me just type it in here, www.yteamtools.com. If you go to that website, Y like Youngevity, the letter Y, teamtools.com, there are CDs about eye health, there's CDs about cancer, there's CDs about how the MDs became so powerful, there's CDs to answer health questions, there's CDs about, I can't even remember them all now, digestion, serial killers. There's all sorts of great lectures by Dr. Wallach and other members of the Scientific Advisory Board. There's brochures, there's literature, there's marketing materials, there's training materials, Dr. Wallach's books, Dr. Glidden's books. All of these are available at that YTeam Tools site, and so I'd very strongly recommend you go there and continue this process of learning and educating yourself. Okay, it looks like there's a few questions here. Let's see if I can turn my auto scroll off. Blake is doing such a great job answering these. I think I might just leave it to him. Okay, let's see. Okay, Joshua, to boost vitamin D, we have vitamin D in the OsteoFX. We have vitamin D in the, what is that other product called? The OsteoMag. Vitamin D in the, trying to think of all the places we have vitamin D. All of the calcium bone builder products have extra vitamin D in them. And oh, the other thing is get some more sunshine. Go out in the sun a little more. Okay. Yeah, you sit out in the sun for 15-20 minutes a day, and your body will create all the vitamin D you'll need. Linda's asking about what would one take besides the BTT. Thinks it has citrus acid. Okay, if it's too acidic for him, he can combine it with the OsteoFX, which has kind of a basing effect on it, and that will neutralize that a little bit for him if it's a little too, it's tangy, right? It's a tangy tangerine. So you mix it with the OsteoFX, that'll take that down. The other thing is we do have the classic, which is a very, very different taste. That one he'll want to put it in something with some citrus taste to it. We also have the Ultimate Daily Tablets. We have the, if you're not familiar with these, the anti-aging packets, premium packets. They're just a little packet of pills that has the Formula Plus products in there. So those are some options for that. Severe onset sciatica, you want to do the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, and you can double up on that pack, okay? So rub that CM cream in there, take a double dosage of that Healthy Bone and Joint Pack for sciatica. Okay, rheumatoid arthritis is one that we've had great success with. It's still arthritis. It still has the breakdown in the joint, so you need the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. But rheumatoid arthritis, if you read in Dr. Wallach's book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, in the back under rheumatism, it's caused by an infection, a Mycoplasma synovia. And so Dr. Wallach will recommend, in addition to the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack for rheumatoid arthritis, a product called Killer Biotic. And for an adult, he would say 3 capsules 3 times a day. And you're going to do that for a good 3 to 6 months in order to kill that bacteria, that infection. And then you got to take the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack to rebuild. But we've had some amazing things. People who literally have been given up by the medical profession follow Dr. Wallach's protocol on that and become RA free. So it's a great program. Boy, these are going fast. Candida. Okay, one of the things Dr. Wallach talks about this in his book as well, but for Candida we have to eliminate the sugar from the diet. We have to starve those the Candida. Okay, the bacteria, the fungus, the yeast, whatever it is, and they feed on sugar. So you got to starve it of that. Then you've got to and that's all forms of sugar, fruit sugars, everything. Okay, so just you got to eat a clean diet with no sugars in it. And then again, the same thing is you'd want the Candida is usually a digestive problem. Don't have enough of the good bacteria and the good flora, and so you're going to want to do the Healthy Digestion Pack. And then some other things that can help with that is if you can acidify the urine, especially if you're ending up with yeast infections, UTIs. Then there's a product called Z-Radical, and Dr. Wallach says you drink an ounce of that a day, half an ounce in the morning, half an ounce at night. Keep that urine acidified, and those UTIs will go away. Candida bugs will eventually, the albicans will be killed off, and your immune system will be strong enough to take them over. For retaining fluid in the legs, Annette, what Dr. Wallach talks about is increasing your protein consumption. One easy way to do that is with the Nature's Way shakes. Eating more lean, healthy protein will help move that fluid through. It'll also help the lymphatic system work better. Getting out a little more motion, trying to exercise a little bit more, getting that movement going on. And then another thing is to find out where you're at salt-wise. Sometimes too much consumption of salt can cause you to retain water. Now, Dr. Wallach says salt the food to taste, but you need to be alert that you cook the food and then you salt it to taste. Because if you salt it while you cook it, you can't control it, okay? But that's one of the things that can help with the water retention as well, because salt is what helps us retain water in our system. Joe, you don't want to use olive oil for cooking your eggs. Definitely not. Dr. Wallach will recommend you do that in butter. Okay. And also, you're looking for some variety, Joe, in your eggs. You can put raw eggs in a smoothie. You can do poached eggs. You can do sunny side up, dippy eggs. Okay, just do them at light, low or medium temperatures. You can steam cook them. There's all sorts of things. You can put them in an omelet. Do all sorts of things. But you want the eggs, as runny as you can. Soft boiled eggs. There's a lot of variety you can do. Robin, the classic and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine have been just great for the intestinal tract for everyone I've worked with. If it seems like it's too potent, you can always spread the dosage out. Take some with breakfast, some with lunch, some with dinner, and not take it all at one time. But we've had fantastic success with both those products. Sherrod, carpal tunnel is actually an arsenic deficiency. You probably didn't expect to hear that one, but it is. But we don't take just arsenic, okay? You increase our mineral consumption. So in addition to your 90 for Life or Healthy Start Pack, you could add some extra minerals, whether you do it with the plant-derived minerals plain, the Cherry Mints, or the mineral caps. Yeah, well, you know what? Oil is essential, but it has to be pure oil. So if, with regards to the olive oil, if you yourself are picking the olives and in a cold, oxygen-free environment, or pressing those olives and keeping them that way and keeping them cool and out of the light and out of the way from heat and oxygen, then the olive oil is probably fine. Don't cook with it, okay? But once you heat that oil up, you've killed it. You've made it toxic. You've made it harmful for your body, not beneficial. So that's the answer. The doctor is right. The oils are essential. That's why we put them in sealed gelatin capsules, so that they don't get exposed to the light, the heat, or the air. Ellen, for the UTIs, what Dr. Wallach says is, 1, to make sure we're getting all 90 nutrients. 2, to acidify the urine. Okay, and he has a drink called Z-Radical going over in the fridge. Okay, but it's a juice, Z-Radical juice, and that will, you have half an ounce in the morning, half ounce at night, and that will help to acidify the urine, which the bacteria won't be able to survive, or the yeast. Yeah, Joe, the olive oil on your salads isn't going to do any good unless, again, you pick the olives, you squeeze them, you keep it in the fridge and in a dark room, okay? You don't know what's happened at the processing plant. Dessa, put off that surgery for carpal tunnel. You can always do it later. Get on the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, double up on your minerals, and you won't need that surgery. Kima, interstitial cystitis. Dr. Wallach recommends for that the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. Okay, that one we just have to increase those nutrients, Healthy Bone and Joint, and that one will go away. They'll shrink right up. Okay, floaters in the eye, Lavinia. You've got to get on that healthy brain and heart pack, so you get extra selenium and extra EFAs. And also, I would recommend the chocolate, the triple treat chocolate, and the Cell Shield RTQ. You got to get your antioxidant scores really, really high to fight those floaters. Okay, folks, we are out of time. I want to thank everybody for being on. I'm sorry if we didn't get to all of your questions, but we will be doing another webinar, a business opportunity webinar. So again, welcome and hello and thank you to all of our guests who are on with us. Please get the text messages out, get on the phone call, send the emails out, and get any of your contacts who want to learn about the Youngevity business opportunity on with us in 15 minutes. We will do the second webinar, and then the third webinar after that, the next hour, is business training. Thanks again to everybody who's on, and we wish you a great night, and hopefully many of you will join us for our next webinar, which will be starting in just 15 minutes. Thanks, everyone. Bye now.